Well, this is Butler Kennel's new look right now. We're currently in demolition mode. We're actually building new kennels right now and better kennels for our dogs and more space to run around and just better care of the dogs actually. As you can see, just some of them walking around. But not to worry, they are in a better state of mind for the dogs. So basically that's where we're at right now. The next video should show what our dogs are actually living in. Boom. Welcome you guys to Butler Kennel Rockwallers, man. Today we're about to do something special that's dear to me. As always, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, the notification bell. Comment below what you think about this video, right? So you're gonna see some of these bad boys. Why y'all barking for? Y'all wanna be on the video? All up in the video. So, anyway. Today I'm just gonna talk to you guys about how we got started, man, and where we are today. A lot of people always ask me, like, how did you get started? How did you get to where you are today? And what was the steps that you made? And am I going to just be able to get puppies and then have a kennel like this, or kennels you see on post and online and everything else? Where I started from, man, 2 dogs. Well, technically 1 dog at first. I had 1 dog at first, and then I moved on and got another dog, and then I got another one. And slowly upgraded. So it just wasn't an overnight success. Some of you guys might just be seeing my videos for the first time now, or have been following me for some years now. But even years, we've been on this journey for a while. The good thing about it is, when you're on a journey, people aren't going to see it. It's not really for people to see. It's really about what you want to do, and something you gotta love it first. So honestly, this video is really going to just be about telling you guys the honest God's truth, like all my videos. But I didn't start off with just getting to where I was at now by just having dogs. It wasn't just about having the greatest dogs. It wasn't about having the best pedigrees and all that kind of stuff. If I were to tell you right now that I first started off with the best dogs and this dog, what I will say is I did start off with the best dogs at the time of my knowledge of what I had at the time. So at the time, I thought what I was doing was the best, and that's what I've always done. That comes with knowledge and education and training yourself and learning, what to do. So what I've done is, my very first kennel was a 5 by 10 kennel. I think it was a 5 by 10. I'm gonna post the pictures up here before, soon you guys can see. So it was a 5 by 10 kennels, and I had a 5 by 10 kennel, and I had 1 dog. My very, very, very first dog I've ever had didn't have papers. Like a lot of people who first start off, and I don't care. Breeders gonna try to pretend like they've always been on top of the game. They've had this and had that. No, it wasn't. I'm not recommending anybody to go and get dogs, not papers, and say, oh, he started with papers, no papers, so I'm starting with papers as well. I'm just saying where I started off from. If I have known better, I would have gotten paper dogs and everything else. But this is so long ago. God, long time ago. Over 15 years. But the dogs I did have, of course, prices varied from that time frame of having the quality dogs I had. At the time I thought I had the best kind of dog, and at the time for the time it was. But as I look back, and I'm kind of like, those dogs 15 years ago ain't the same dogs I produced 10 years ago, and 10 years ago ain't the same dog I produced 5 years ago. And that's growth. And if anybody tells you that the same exact dogs, they're doing the same thing they've been doing for 15, 20 years, there's no growth, there's no process. So if you can't process growth, then you're staying where you're at. You can't grow if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. But what I'm doing now is to the point where you see, like, I started from that kennels, and I had a 5 by 10 kennel, And then, man, I poured my first concrete myself. Couldn't tell me nothing. I got some bags of concrete. I poured it. And then my next kennel was about, I added on to it. I think it was like a 10 by 15 kennel or something like that. Man, so it was like basically, so my first kennel you would see is like, let's say, one of these doors just going straight back. So you see like, let's see my hand's going, I don't, right there to here to here, and going straight back. That's my very first kennel. So when I upgraded and I poured my own concrete, you see these 3 little squares here, doors. That was my next kennel, and it went straight back. So it was like 1, 2, and 3. And then, man, I was doing something, but I was pouring concrete and I was pouring it. And it was just me again, you know what I mean? You know, I've always tried. Doesn't matter anything else. You're gonna fail at things, and I want people to understand that when you're breeding or you're doing things in life, you're gonna fail. Nothing is wrong with failure. The problem with failure is people who fail. If you're failing doing the same thing over and over again and failing at it, then you need to change it. But with failure, I read something today or I saw a video today that says you only got to get it right one time. If you mess up 99 times, but you find it right one time, that's it. Doesn't matter. But getting up and continue to go and do it, you know, I'm blessed to say, man, I've been offered so many deals and so many sponsorships with dog food and just my dogs and dog items and everything else. And some things I've turned down simply because, not that I think I'm better than anybody else, but simply because I'm not going to warrant anything or promote anything if I'm not sure of it myself. I've never gotten into this business because of money. You know, I've gotten this. I'm not going to sponsor a dog ball, and they telling me, Tony, we'll give you $50,000, and I know that ball is not right. I'm not going to, do that for that. But like this ball here, that great friend of mine, Diane, that bought a dog from me, bought this one. I like it. Kick fetch, little chuck ball, throw it. Watch your head don't go crazy now. They love it, man. So, but anyway, you see, let me take my little girl. Let me take a girl out with me, showing you guys the process. What's up, mama? What's up, mama? Come on. So, anyway, I got to the point where I don't lost my track while I was saying, but anyway, but as long as you get it right one time, man, you guys continue to focus on what is that you want to do in life. Failure is okay. Don't let people tell you because you failed the first time you give up. What's better than? Oh, let me talk. Oh, I know. We gotta get. I'm trying to get ready, man. Let's get ready for this. We're trying to do a video. My goodness. So. Okay. So, man, she was no. Okay, gotcha. Nope. Move it, mama. Move it. All right. So, as I was saying, nothing is wrong with failing as long as you get up and you be persistent. Persistent is better than failure because if you're persistent enough, you'll get it. And like I said before, you may fail 10 times. That 11th try may be the try you get it. So, I don't discourage anybody. People always ask me, why you always promoting other breeders and are trying to promote people to breed and do this here as well. I don't promote anybody to breed. If this is what you want to do, I'm just letting you know that it's not going to be easy, but it's a lot of work that a lot of people don't see behind closed doors. There's a lot of work behind closed doors. I mean, to where you're just like, man, frustration sometimes. So it's not as easy as people think. It's just cute little puppies and having dogs and then the puppies go home and that's it. Like, no, it's a lot of work. Like, I had to rake this, like, for instance, you guys know for sure though, but it's raking up rocks. Just cleaning up the area every day, pressure washing every day, changing the tops on the kennels and doing this every day. Storm comes by. I just changed the top on one of the kennels and we had a bad windstorm and just knocked it right off again. Inside here, building buildings, doing concrete, the cows and the stuff. Not complaining about it because I love what I do. I'm just letting people know that there's work behind it. And anything you do that you want to do, it's okay to have hard work behind it. Great success comes with hard work. So, but I started off with my 5 by 10 kennels, and then I had to 15 by 10 kennels, and then I eventually grew out my yard. And then I was doing the best I could with what I had at the time. And but the greatest thing about it was always, I'll be very honest with you guys, when I first started my kennel, I never started to say, hey, I wanted to be big, I wanted to be world known, none of that stuff mattered to me. My biggest thing was, I was tired of seeing people get ripped off with not having quality dogs. So I wanted to breed the best dogs I knew at the time and what I had to do quality, and always be honest with my clients. Was the biggest thing. I still remember my very, very first sale. I still remember my very first sale. Man, because I sleep good at night knowing that I've never tried to screw someone over, try to get over on anybody, but always trying to do the best for someone. And when you have that and you're rewarded back for it, you don't have a feel of guilty conscience. You have a great feeling of knowing you've done something right for somebody. Hey, mama, come here, girl. Come on. What's up, mama? Okay, so you want to sit down, and just be in the video for a second, though? Just be in the video for a second. Just in the video. Come here, right there. Good girl. I know. So what you have, and then but yeah, I sleep good knowing that I've always tried to do the best thing for people. Always tried to give clients the best of what they ask for. Not scam anybody or anything else. So, and that's why 15 years, I'm very proud to say 15 years, man. Our dogs have always sold out before they're born. Like, I mean, I don't speak for any other breeders or anybody else, but for me, it's a blessing, man, to say 15 years. Puppies have always sold out before they are born. Matter of fact, before they even bred, they're sold out. And now it's just growing and growing and growing. But it's not about the sales that I'm getting at to saying that. It's about the work that I put in that people are now seeing now. Because what I've done 5 years ago, people are seeing it now. What I've done 10 years ago is a reflection of what you do now. So what you breed today is going to be an example of you, for a representation of you for later on in life as well. So, I see some people just saying, oh, I'm just going to breed this dog right quick right now, and then I'm going to use these dogs to get better dogs, and then I'll get, I hear that a lot, and that's the worst thing ever. Or white people saying, hey man, I want to get into Rottweiler breeding world now because the pit bull game is going down, or this is going down, or whatever it is. But do it because you love it, not because of the money, not because you're gonna lose. First of all, I'm gonna tell you now, I don't care. You're gonna have to invest into it, and the way you invest is what comes out for you. So definitely just think about that first. But I'm gonna show you guys my pictures and my videos and my kennels where I started from, man. I'm not ashamed of it, because I love where I came from, and it shows growth, and to where now, where you're able to see just, and this isn't even all the dogs here now, you know what I mean. We have production that we're growing and growing every day. But it's tiresome now, don't get me wrong. It is very much tiresome. It's not just as easy as saying, oh, you have some dogs and some puppies, go to feed it and got some money to it. And people always think picking up poop is the hardest thing. It's the simplest thing in the world. I got a pressure wash 3-4 times a day. No problem at all. You got to spend time with these dogs. You got to make these dogs feel a part of the family. If I had a dog here that come up here and didn't want to spend time with me, didn't want to be with me, you can kind of tell that dog is not socialized with me at all. I don't spend time with it. But every last one of my dogs, you guys see, I make time for every single last one of them. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of times it's cost me some friends. Sometimes it has cost me relationships with friendships and of people that don't understand a business, that when you're like, hey, I can't sit and talk on the phone all day, or I can't talk with clients all day. Some people are like, hey, man, I feel like I know you, and man, they want to tell me all about the histories of the dogs, and I get it and I appreciate it, man. But sometimes it's like I'm always on the go. I'm always working. I'm always running, always ripping and going. So it's cost me a lot of times of work, but for the greater good of my family, and that's always been a priority for me. My family. And but I'm still human, you know what I mean. Y'all don't think because you're on YouTube and all this stuff that we're exempt from having a life and everything else. I mean, we take a moment of our time to make videos for you guys to see an insight of what my kennels is. Now, again, not speaking of any other kennels, but I don't see any other kennels doing what we do, like as far as and being authentic, as far as, you know, we show the inside of our kennels. We show you the dogs. We show you guys our dogs giving birth, laying with the dogs after birth, the good, the bad, the puppies not making it, puppies do make it, puppies going home, happy clients, people saying that the worst part about the kennel is having to wait. I show everything, man. I'm not about hiding anything. It's all authentic. Bring it here, girl. Bring it here. What's that? Bring it. Bring it. Don't crunch it up. Oh, it's a bone? Thank you. I don't. No. Okay, gotcha. Take your bone, go. But that's just it, man. So if you guys are looking to be a breeder, you guys are looking to do anything in life, promotion at your job, go for it, man. Push yourself. You know, be great at whatever that you want to do in life. Don't settle. The problem with settling is when you see everybody else doing great things and you're sitting on your tail, looking at everybody else be great. You can do the exact same thing. You know, a friend of mine, I won't say his name, but I remember we having a conversation, and I was up and becoming. That was my kennel's name, and he mentioned a kennel name, and he was like, "Man, I want to be like this kennel." And immediately I was like, I don't want to be like him. I want to be greater. Not greater as being known greater. I just want to be greater. I want to be the greatest I can be. And I'm no different than anybody else. He's no different than me. She's no different than me. So if they can do it, you can do it too. And you can be even better if you put your mind to it. And, you know, I've never in a million years thought I would be selling dogs overseas in Africa, you know, I mean, just Canada, just all overseas, man. It's crazy and amazing feeling. 50 states is all over the world, you know what I mean? Just a phenomenal feeling that I get when I think about it. And I don't say it because, oh, I feel accomplished because of what I've done, because I know what I've done is because of the help of you guys and being blessed at the same time. So, you know, now she wants to. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, man. I won't hold you guys this long. So